Hi, I'm Spokane City Council President Brian Beggs, bringing you the first installment of Council Connection for 2022. I thought I would spend some time talking about 2021 and what we accomplished, and what's ahead in 2022. 2021 was the year of recovery from the pandemic, but that didn't get in the way of accomplishing many great things for the city and the people who live here. Most importantly, probably, was the American Rescue Plan. We got $80 million allocated to us from the federal government, and we spent several months in 2021 working to figure out how we were going to allocate that. We engaged the public in so many different forums and email and thought exchange, and now we have a plan going forward. Public safety was a huge priority in 2021. It's our largest discretionary budgetary function, and we spent a lot of time with our police. First, the mayor and I convened a meeting between community leaders and police to improve their relationship. We also approved, after 4 years, a new police guild contract, and we increased money for fire safety. Council also put together 3 new volunteer-based subcommittees to engage our residents in the work of City Council: the Sustainability Subcommittee, the Equity Inclusion Subcommittee, and the Housing Action Subcommittee. Along with that, we approved our first ever civil rights office in the city of Spokane that's going to focus on equity and inclusion, with new staff members leading the way to make Spokane welcome for all. One of our big accomplishments after 2.5 years was approving Spokane's Sustainability Action Plan. This is a plan that's going to help us be resilient in the face of climate change and substantially reduce greenhouse gases. We also put together, in collaboration with the Spokane Tribe, a land acknowledgement that recognizes that City Hall is the land of the Spokane Tribe and many other tribal leaders. We also reformatted our Citizens Transportation Advisory Board. So much of our community input is on streets and connectivity, and we increased the number of community members on it and consolidated it into a more efficient system. One of the top priorities for Council in 2021 was housing, more of it, and trying to make it more affordable. So we approved a Housing Action Implementation Plan with over 30 specific proposals that will increase the amount of housing and reduce the inflationary pressures on the cost of housing. And we finished out the year with an updated apprenticeship utilization program that will require contractors on large public works projects to use more apprentices so that we can train the workforce for the future, which will reduce costs for the city. Finally, we said goodbye to 2 council members, Candace Mumm and Kate Burt. Candace Mumm was well known for her fiscal responsibility and her land use chops. Kate Burt was a voice for the everyday person and put together the proposal for a new city flag. We are welcoming in 2022 2 new council members, Jonathan Bingle from District 1 in Northeast Spokane and Zach Sapone from District 3 in Northwest Spokane. They are already on the job and getting things done. Moving to 2022, the first thing that's up is the legislature is in session. And one of the things that we've noticed in Spokane in the last 5 years is that when the Spokane City Council leads, the state of Washington often follows with lots of new initiatives that work for everyday people and are really nonpartisan. So we've already got our legislative agenda going, and some of the things that we're working on are criminal justice reform so that we can reduce crime, reduce the cost of crime, and really bring people back into our community. We're also focused on traffic safety and transportation dollars, and again, affordable housing, affordable housing. And we also have several items where we're asking the legislature to grant Spokane specific amounts of money to help in all these areas. So, right off the bat in 2022, in our first meeting, we set the scene for distributing $14 million in American Recovery Plan funds. And we spent money on affordable housing, $6 million, over $1 million on childcare, on land use planning to increase affordable housing, and several other projects that will get people back to work in Spokane and really alleviate some of the problems of the pandemic. We have tens of millions more to distribute, and we'll continue working hard literally every month for new tranches of money to go out to the community. Our other priority is increasing housing choices. We're trying to figure out how we can have more housing types in more neighborhoods, especially where there's transit that is really serving that neighborhood, So some more duplexes and triplexes and just smaller units on the same amount of land so that they become affordable and there are more units. Another big, very popular program for City Council is traffic calming. As many of you know, we distribute millions of dollars a year to neighborhoods across the city to improve sidewalks, to decrease speeding, and just make it safer for kids to get to school. And so we've increased the amount of money in that system, and we've changed up. Instead of doing it on a yearly basis of smaller projects, we're going to do it on a rolling 4-year basis so that we can do larger projects and prioritize projects throughout each of the 29 neighborhoods. We're also spending a lot of time and money on updating the city's water system. We're putting together our 20-year plan for where we need new water towers and how to reduce water use so that we can save money, not just on your monthly bill, but if we use less water, we don't have to build as many water tanks. Plus, this will help keep the Spokane River robust and flowing, which we're required to do under state law. In public safety, we're focusing in 2022 on some financial reforms that will increase the amount of money that's devoted to actual service to people on the ground. So one of the things we're looking at is overtime. That's been a huge problem in the past. And so we're hiring more people so we'll have less overtime, and we're studying what the issues are that cause overtime. Because the fewer overtime dollars we spend, the more people we can hire to help you. We're also looking at vehicles. There's so many vehicles that are running out of their useful life service, and we're figuring out how to make them more efficient. And one of the things we're going to is electric vehicles because they last twice as long and are much cheaper to operate. So state law requires us to have electric police vehicles, and soon we will have cheaper, more efficient, faster, and safer police vehicles. Right now it's the middle of winter and everyone's concerned with homeless shelter beds. We just passed a new budget that increased the number of beds, both that we're going to operate and also to build more beds, including for young adults and youth. And we're really focused right now on getting more beds for families and women. Those are just some of the things that we're going to be working on this year. And I want to emphasize that in the last year and this year coming forward, the council and the mayor and her administration are working much more closely together than in past years, and that is really going to be the key to success to moving forward. And finally, I'm so proud of Spokane because we are a welcoming city, and I am so clear, and City Council is clear, that in Spokane we all belong. Have a great 22 Spokane, and please keep reaching out to City Council and letting us know what your thoughts and our ideas are, and whether you love what we're doing or you hate what we're doing, let us know because we work for you.